Welcome to Aurora, Minnesota. See this smile? This smile's here because we found some snow. We're going snowcross racing. Let's go. November is always a tricky time, right? For a snowmobiler, you know, you're itching to get out. Whoa! It's really tricky when the road's icy. I'm about wiped out before I even got to ride to wipe out, right? Anyway, November is always a hard month for snowmobiling because sometimes there's snow, sometimes it's cold. But usually it's like pretty spotty. We don't know if there's gonna be enough snow to ride. Oftentimes you might get a dusting. You might have a little on the ground, but not enough to go riding. Especially not snowcross, right? So snowcross, you gotta have 4, 5, 6 feet of snow to really make a snowcross track, and that gets pretty tricky. For years, I was doing all kinds of different random things. Be out ditch banging on my snowcross sled, trail riding. We went out on the lake. The lake was froze, so perfectly flat. And that's what I went snowcrossing on, right? For real. That's how old time practice used to go down. Now, we're pretty lucky. We're pretty lucky because there's a few different places that are making snowcross tracks. Shearing Speed Sports, Steve Shearing, he was... I don't know if he was the first, but he had to have been close to the first, if not the first, guy to build a practice track. And I know I've been going there since 2002, I think. He's able to make a practice track in November because Aurora, Minnesota is in the northern part. So what they have is cold. They have cold, a lot of water, and he's able to blow snow using all these snow guns like a ski hill would use. Blows a bunch of snow, and he does all this prior to our first race, our first snowcross race, which is Duluth, Minnesota, over Thanksgiving weekend. Yeah, it's a pretty big deal because going from ditch banging to get ready to riding on a snowcross track works out pretty good. It's usually the first place to go riding at. People come from across the country, East Coast, West Coast. A good example, my buddy Duncan Lee from Tahoe area out in California, he hit me up, what are you doing in November? I'm coming out. And I said, I want to be out on the snowcross track. I bet Shearing's is going to be open by then. I told him, I said, we're going to be riding snowcross. You want to come ride? And he said, sure. Being a backcountry mountain guy, kills it out on the backcountry. He's going to come out, and his first ride of the year is going to be on the snowcross sled, on the snowcross track. Never done it before, but what a champ, man. He's gonna give it a go. So I'm excited for that, and I'm just excited to go back and practice, man. I haven't been on a practice track since 2014, so it's been like 4 years since I've been on a practice track. I'd like to think that I still got the skills. I'd like to think that, right? But it's been a while, so we'll see how it goes. Sure, I'm excited to get out on the sled though. So we're gonna get out there, we're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna see if I still got it.
Levi!
Duncan Lee, how are you, brother?
How you doing,
you're out of your territory here.
Tell me about it, dude.
Come on in.
Thanks for having me.
Holy cow.
Dude, this is awesome.
So, this is snowcross. It's no mountain. We do have, I mean, it kind of looks like powder. I don't think it's really soft.
You guys actually have the most snow in the country right now, so this is a sight for sore eyes anyways.
If I'm lucky, maybe I'll go over and do some powder turns. Or maybe you should get on my sled and show me a few powder turns, how it's done.
I'm a little sketched on how much powder there might be, but no, I'm stoked to check out what you guys have going on with the first track practice of the year for you guys. And
it'll be it's really cool. So like this Shearing Speed Sport, they built this snowcross track, and it's the first place that the majority of the people across the country practice on a snowcross track on their new sleds. And for me, I've been coming here for years and years, and it's really neat because this is my first year practicing on a snowcross track since 2014.
Oh wow!
So I'm gonna try to brush the dust off and see if I can keep up with the 14-year-olds out there.
Well, something tells me you got that in the bag, buddy.
We'll see.
It's pretty cool to check out like the whole snowcross community, and I know you guys have Duluth coming up for your team at least, and it's kind of sweet to check out just like the first few days for these guys.
It's really neat to see. For me, I really enjoy seeing all the different cultures of for you out in the mountains and stuff, seeing how it all happens, what you guys do, what you think about, and because this is like the world that I grew up in. This is my kind of thing, and it's really a different world. Like when you start talking about avalanche stuff, which correct me if I'm wrong, that's why you're in the area, right?
Yeah, completely.
So that's like when you talk avalanche, the only avalanche you have is if one of these snowbanks tips over, right?
For sure.
So it doesn't happen. So I mean, it's really neat to be able to go out to your area, and I'm excited to have you out for ours.
Yeah, well, like I said, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was in this area, but to actually come and check out what you guys do is really cool.
Yeah, now we just got to get you, hopefully I can go out there and have some fun, and then we'll get you suited up and you can go spin some laps.
We'll see about that.
Well, I'm going to get out there. I'm going to try it out.
Rock and roll.
It looks like all the youngsters are out there. So you have to write down what class you're in.
Oh, really?
Like on the little sign in.
Sign in, yeah.
So it's like, pro and whatever, and I put vet.
You put what?
I put vet.
Oh yeah.
Vet class.
Nice. I think you fit right in there.
So I'm gonna be in the vet class. I'm sure the people that sign in, they'll be like, "Oh, Levi's back racing."
Ladies and gentlemen, Levi Lavallee taking to the track this morning. It's a beautiful day out here. We've got snow in the skies. The racers are ripping. The sleds are on point. Man, it's just going to be beautiful out there.
I think this is. I got to get out there. Look at these are all the young kids.
I love it. You're all fired up. Right before you fire the sled up and you get all geared up, you just get fired up, right?
Oh yeah.
You're just stoked. It's so
this
sick.
is going to be awesome.
Get some, man. Get some.
All right. First ride on snow in the books. Started with a smile, ended with a smile. Man, it was an awesome time getting out there, ripping around, pounding whoops. You know, one thing I noticed is my snowcross skills have diminished a bit since I was a professional racer, but still having a blast out on the track. You know, it was a little bit of a tough one when the little fellas, or it could be ladies for all I know, that were out there giving me a run for my money. It didn't matter. I was just having a blast out there. And the cool thing was seeing the full spectrum of riders that were out there practicing. You know, from the young kids out there ripping around with their family to the guys trying to improve their skills, trying to make a name for themselves, all the way to the pros out there, you know, looking at every detail, meticulously going about everything just so they can get faster and get better. And then thinking about, you know, Duncan Lee, buddy of mine, comes out from the Tahoe area, from California, literally backcountry specialist, and his first ride of the year is riding snowcross. I mean, I think that's so cool. Just having fun, enjoying snowmobiling, like, which that's what it's all about. And for me, you know, I've been in all of those shoes at some point in my life. So it's been really interesting to see how, you know, watching all those different riders and the different levels, and how passion brings you into that sport and it pushes you to that next level of progression eventually until you become pro, and it goes full circle right back to where you started at, just out there riding for fun. And that's what snowmobiling's about. It's about having a good time. So it's very cool to see that, and it's very cool to be a part of that now. So that's it. That wraps up how we ride snowmobiles when we don't have snow. So if you guys have any cool spots to ride, either in season, early season, let me know. Let me know, because I'm in search of some good riding spots and some good people to go riding with. So let me know, and you just might see me coming out to your place, knocking on your door saying, hey man, let's go for a rip. Okay, cool. So if you guys, so please like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell everybody. I mean, we got all kinds of really cool things coming up, and they all have fun at the front, leading the charge, and I can't wait to take you along for the ride. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time.
You forgot what fast looks like, huh?